Hello everybody, my name is Cypher and today we're going to a new Division 2 build video. This is a build that I'm going to be using for PvP mainly, and you can also use in the Dark Zone. This is a Lady Death build with double companion included. This build is really strong right now. I got it recommended to me by some people in the chat, in the comments below. So if you want some of your builds recommended, leave a like down below, comment your thoughts. I always read through my comments. And I usually respond to like almost all of them. So if you want to like get to know me better, that's usually the best way to do it. But other than that, let's get straight into the build. So starting off, I'm using the Technician specialization. The main reason I'm using it is for damage to extra skills, because with double companion being the meta right now, getting that bonus damage to other skills is really nice, as I can deactivate double companion unless they're near an enemy. Along with that, I get an extra skill tier which will amplify and make my skills better. And even on top of that, I also do get the advantage of having EMP grenades, which are also good for countering other skills, especially when people are always like holed up, sitting up in the back. It's really nice. But one of the biggest reason why I'm using the Technician specialization is mainly for that linked laser pointer, and I'll go into that in a little bit more detail on why I'm using it. Starting off with the primaries, I am going to be using the Lady Death. This is the exotic SMG. And overall, this is a really strong SMG, mainly best for PvP, but you can also use it for PvE as well. The main reason you're doing it is that it has a pretty decent rate of fire. It does have a small magazine though, but it comes with a 6% armor damage attribute, which is really nice. And the talent is what really sells the weapon for you. With the talent Breathe Free, while moving, gain 4 stacks per second, or 8 stacks if sprinting, up to 32 stacks in total. So basically, you're going to get all your stacks in basically about 4 seconds. So after you're leaving your spawn, after you spawn in for your conflict match, you'll get all your stacks ready before your gunfight. Each round fires consume a stack, amplifying damage by 75%. So this is for PvE. In PvP, they did try to nerf it, where it only gives you a 65% weapon bonus amplification. But that's really not that much of a nerf if we're being honest here. 10%, you're really not going to notice that, especially with how much damage the Lady Death does deal. And then kills grant 20% movement speed for 10 seconds, which I obviously don't have to explain why that's so good. It allows you to get to cover faster, it allows you to dodge bullets easier, and overall it allows you to get behind your enemies, break their ankles super easily, and overall it's a really strong exotic. Going off for the attachments, you get a 10% crit chance, which isn't really necessary as it's an SMG, and you already have 21% off of the main attribute. You get 10% reload speed, which is nice considering how small the mag is, 5% crit hit damage off the muzzle, and 500% melee damage for the underbarrel. Really, you're not going to be making a lot of use out of this. Melee damage is pretty much irrelevant in Division 2 overall, so you're not going to really see anything beneficial with that underbarrel. But overall, the main reason you're using it is for that talent and that damage to armor, which is really nice. Going off next to our other primary, I'm using the Kingbreaker, the named TKB assault rifle. So with this AR, don't even get me started. It already has a really high base damage. Its RPM is on the slower side at 650, but I do have a 50 round mag. But that's not the reason I'm using it for the rate of fire. So I have 10% damage to targets out of cover here, but you're using it for that perfect flatline, which allows you to amplify weapon damage to 20% to pulse enemies. After 2 kills, applies pulse to the next enemy you hit. That's not going to necessarily matter, this last part. Main reason is that 20% pulse enemy damage, which is really nice considering with the linked laser pointer, any person you aim at that obviously doesn't have max pulse resistance will be pulsed. I have a 5% crit chance scope on here. I have a 20 round mag, that linked laser pointer that you can only put on long underbarrel rails, so keep that in mind, and 5% crit chance muzzle break. Overall, this AR hits extremely hard with double companion. It's saying it's a visual bug, but it's hitting for 206k per bullet. That is a visual bug with the aspect that you could be hitting for this much, but that's only when double companion is procced. Realistically, it's dealing as much damage as it normally would, but with these inflated numbers, that only appears when you actually have double companion procced. And not only that, it's going to practically be cut in half in PvP. So when you do have a double companion procced and you're hitting your crits, you're probably going to be hitting for, if I'm correct, around 200k, 220k per crit, which is really good for the assault rifle. And overall, I feel like this is a really good combo. You have your long range and you have your medium to short range combat engagements with these, so you can play well at any range. Going off next to the sidearm, I'm using the named Orbit revolver. This is a Dark Zone and PvP exclusive, but you can also get it from named item caches. You're not using it for that base damage, but you're mainly using it is for that talent, Perfect Finisher. Swapping from this weapon within 10 seconds of killing an enemy grants 35% crit hit chance, which will be maxed out on, so that's not going to necessarily be important. And then 40% critical hit damage, which is the main part about this, for 15 seconds, which is really nice. Attachments aren't going to really matter on here because you're mainly using it for that talent. So once you see a down enemy, go behind cover, whip out your revolver, and then after that just tap like once or twice, and then you'll get that 40% crit hit damage, which is really nice. Going off next to our gear. So I'm using the Coyote's Mask. This is an exotic mask. The best way to farm is doing Jefferson Trade Center on Heroic, where it has a 10% chance to drop from Coyote, which is the named boss at the very end of the mission. So make sure you farm that on Heroic to get the best chance for this mask. I also do believe it is a mask targeted loot, but I think your best chance is still Jefferson Trade Center. At least back when I was playing, when this exotic was in the game, when it first came out, that was the best way to farm for it. So with this exotic, you get that 15% weapon damage, which is real nice. Get that 6% crit hit chance, 12% crit hit damage, and then I have an 11.3% crit hit damage mod. Because obviously with the Lady Death, which is the main weapon that we're going to be using, we're going to be maxed out with crit chance, so you want to make sure you max out as much crit hit damage as possible. But the main reason you're using this talent is for this exotic is for its talent Pack Instincts. You and all allies gain bonuses based on the distance from your last enemy hit. So with 0 to 15 meters, you get 25% crit hit damage, which is the best part about this mask. As you're going to be playing really close with your Lady Death, so you get extra 25% crit hit damage is really nice. From 15 to 20 meters, which is typically where most engagements happen, you get a little bit of both, best of both worlds, 10% crit hit damage and 10% crit hit chance. And then this is not really necessarily going to matter because you're probably not going to be fighting from 25 meters or more unless you have an enemy sniper, but 25% crit hit chance if you do need it. Going off next to the chest piece, I'm using the named Henry chest piece. So basically, this is from the new electric gear bonus. Well, it is new at the point where this is in Year 5, Season 1, Broken Wings. You get 10% status effects, which kind of does help with our, what's it called? With our pulse, but that's not necessarily going to matter all that much. I rolled a blue core onto here. It'll always roll with a skill tier, which is kind of annoying, and I couldn't really get the best attribute rolls on here, so you might have better luck than me. But ideally, you want crit chance and crit hit damage. But I have headshot and weapon handling on here because this is the only way I can get any red cores on here, so I'll just deal with it. But the weapon handling does make it so my Lady Death and my Kingbreaker are a lot easier to use. And then I have a 10.4% crit hit damage mod on here with the talent Perfect Companion. So Companion was previously a backpack exclusive talent. But now with the named Henry chest piece, it is now on a chest piece, so you can run double companion. It'll stack, which is really why it's so broken, along with the inflated damage that is not intended to at least be as high as it is. So with Perfect Companion, while you're within 10 meters of an ally or skill, total weapon damage is increased by 20%. So basically, you could just run a Mender Seeker Mine, or you can run, like I'm using the Fixer Drone in this video. But basically, when you're near an ally or your skill, you get 20% bonus weapon damage, which obviously, who's not going to take that? It's basically a free bonus red core for just doing nothing, really. But the best way to farm for this chest piece, I highly recommend doing Countdown with electric targeted loot. Since at the moment, the gear set is brand new. Named item drops have a lot higher chance in Countdown. So I was basically getting named items like left and right, like almost every other drop that came from an NPC. And it was either the backpack or the Henry chest piece. So I highly recommend farming Countdown with electric targeted loot. Going off next to the holster, I'm using the Picaro's holster, which is the named Brazos piece. It gives you 10% skill hits, which is really nice considering we're relying on our skills here. Where you it'll always roll with a blue core. Mine came with 170k armor. I got 15% weapon damage, which comes automatically with it every single time it drops. It'll always stay maxed. And then I have 6% crit hit chance on here, just mainly for my Kingbreaker, but you can roll crit hit damage on here as well if you don't want crit hit chance. Best way to farm for this is Brazos or a holster targeted loot. I recommend Countdown or Summit, and it is in the open loot pool. Going off next, we are using a Fenris backpack, which is giving me 10% assault rifle damage for the one-piece bonus. You could use Fenris, but you also could use Sokolov Concern for what's it called, to amplify your Lady Death. But since my Lady Death is already so strong, I wanted to spec more into Fenris to make my AR a lot more consistent. So I got a red core on here with 4.9% crit hit chance. I wish I got crit hit damage on here, but headshot is fine as well. And I have 10.6% crit hit damage mod. And I rolled companion onto here. Where the difference here with it was between regular companion and perfect companion is that in the distance you need to be between the ally skill is cut in half to now 5 meters, and then the weapon damage is 5% lower as well with 15% amplification, which obviously is a significant difference, but overall, as long as you get double companion ready with a Sokolov backpack or a Fenris backpack, either one is the best way to go here. It also kind of depends on what weapon you're using. So like, let's say you're using a shotgun. Who knows? Maybe you go run a maybe you can run a what's it called? A Badger Tough backpack, or like there's like all these other options. But I recommend either Fenris or Sokolov. Going up next to the gloves, I am running the named contractor's gloves. You can go farm this in Petrov or glove targeted loot, and it gives you 10% LMG damage, which is pretty nice. I got a red core onto here. It'll always roll with that 8% damage to armor, which is a nice multiplicative, amplifying your weapon damage greatly. And along with that, I have 12% crit hit damage rolled onto here. Once again, you can farm Petrov or glove targeted loot, and you can also get named item caches. Going off next to the Fox's Prayer knee pads. These are the Overlord Armament knee pads, the named item here. They give you 10% rifle damage, which you're not really be making a lot of use out of. But it'll always roll the red core, and it'll always roll with 8% damage to targets out of cover, which is another multiplicative, which is really nice. And I have 12% crit hit damage on here. I rolled a blue core on here because I believe 1.3 million to 1.5 million armor is the sweet spot for PvP, where it's not going to be hurting my weapon too much, along with giving me somewhat decent survivability, so I can melt my enemies throughout all my encounters. Once again, you could farm Overlord armaments or knee pad targeted loot for this piece, and that's really the best way to go. So going on to these skills. So you do have a lot of variety here, because once again, you do want to be close to your skills at all times to make sure you have the double companion always procced. But you do have some options here. I'm running the scanner pulse because, at least personally for my playstyle, I like knowing where my enemies are to make sure I'm not getting caught off on a flank. But I do recommend either running like stinger hives, chem launchers, like right foam chem launchers are really nice. You can run decoys, turrets. I am running the fixer drone personally. You could use a defender drone if you want. And if you are running the defender drone, I recommend running the survivalist specialization and running the Mender Seeker Mine. You could also use the Seeker Mine if you want to, but I personally won't. And by the way, the shield does not apply or activate companion at all. So if you were thinking of just using the shield and basically just having that up to get your double companion proc, that's not going to work. But like I said, I'm using the fixer drone as it lasts for a whole 225 seconds. So I can keep that up there a long time, similar to the Mender Seeker Mine. The reason why I'm not using the defender drone is because, look, it only has a 25-second duration. And while the damage reduction is very nice, I don't think I'll be getting all that much out of it, especially when I can keep my fixer drone up longer. While the damage reduction is nice, me not having my drone up all the time and it having a longer cooldown is not necessarily all that beneficial. A little disclaimer, if you do have shade level over 1,000, you're going to have better stats than me here, but obviously I do not have shade level 1,000, so I did not get to make use out of all these other attributes. Along with that, if we go over to the stats page, just to show this, with the Lady Death, I will have almost 60% crit chance. If you get the right rolls and attributes and stuff, you'll have that max. Like, obviously I didn't have the right rolls on my Henry chest piece. I didn't have the right rolls on my, what's it called? My Fenris backpack. So obviously I am lacking in the crit chance and crit damage department, but you will obviously see that it won't be as much of an impact. I get 117% crit damage. Once again, it could be higher. You could probably go from 130 to 150. It's typically the range where I've seen it most builds where this is made correctly go. And I have 14% armor damage because I get 6% from the Lady Death and an extra 8% from the Contractor's Gloves. And that's not even considering the 8% bonus I get for the damage to targets out of cover from the Fox's Prayer. We go on to the Kingbreaker. My crit chance is a little low. It actually is higher than this, believe it or not. But my visual stat was bugged, so I do have higher crit chance than this. But I do have 112% crit hit damage, get that armor damage, and that 10% damage to targets out of cover, along with the extra 8% from the Fox's Prayer. Overall, this build is super strong. It's a lot of fun to use, and overall, I think you will see a lot of free kills. You do get a lot of sustained DPS, and you will be melting your enemies super quickly, which is really nice. Overall, this build is super powerful right now. Well, to be honest, anything double companion is really strong right now, as it does not require a lot of skill. So I'm kind of recommending this build for people who are maybe new to PvP, new to conflict, and you're just getting dominated by people with high expertise. This is kind of your way to kind of keep up with the meta. Overall, this is a pretty easy build to put together, especially if you have the pieces like already put. Like for example, I've been using the same Fenris backpack and the same Henry chest piece all over again. I have my Coyote's mask here, and I use my Fox's Prayer, my Contractor's Gloves, my Brazos all the time, so it's not gonna really matter. Basically, this build is super easy to put together if you already have the pieces, because a lot of the best builds in the game do require these 3 pieces. Coyotes is always pretty good to have, but overall, this build is super strong, super easy to put together, and you'll see in the in-game performance. Other than that, we're just going to wait for our match. Let's see, how is the queue going? Alright. Yeah, I mean, at the time I'm recording this, probably not a lot of people are on, and if they are on, they're probably a bunch of expertise sweats, so we'll just have to wait and see. But other than that, I will see you then. Alright, looks like we've gotten a match. Let's get straight into it. Let's see what we got. Let's go skirmish. I don't really recognize anyone here. I recognize the Nicolay guy. My clan logo also looks familiar. Alright, Stadium is a pretty good map for this build. Maybe not so much for the Lady Death, but it is pretty good for the Kingbreaker, as there's like longer lines of sight, especially with those huge alleys. But in those corner ways is kind of like where you're gonna want to use the Lady Death. Kind of just get in, get out, get those quick picks, and run away, especially with that speed bonus you get after a kill. I'm gonna try to showcase the Lady Death as much as I can here, as it is the main key aspect of the build. This guy right next to me looks really cool. That's a really nice eyepiece. I wonder where that's from. It's probably from a apparel event. But this map isn't necessarily the best for the Lady Death, but I think I could still properly show off how well this thing melts enemies.
Defeat the enemy before your reinforcements are sent.
Alright, as you can see, we've already gotten almost, yep, there we go, all our stacks right away. And by the way, you do lose the stacks if you do swap to another weapon, so let that just be known that you don't just swap back when someone jumps at you and you don't have your stacks. Alright, here we go. Scan. I'm gonna swap right now because I want to get my Kingbreaker out. For some reason, my double companion is not procced, or my companion is not procking. I'm next to my teammates, next to my,
Explosive seeker mine detected.
Oh, okay.
Hostile explosive seeker mine detected.
There we go, instantly dead. My double companion is still not proccing, but as you can see, we were able to instantly destroy that guy. Got a feeling he's under us. I'm not sure. Don't know why the double companion isn't proccing. Maybe they bugged it? I don't know. One of my favorite little angles is to drop over here. Oh, there we go. We got one. He's sitting far back. And he is down. Look how quickly you melt with the Kingbreaker. Absolutely insane. Hitting for 200k crits with just 1.3 million armor, which is pretty nice. I feel like I just heard what's... Sorry about my throat's a little dry. I feel like I just heard someone. I feel like they're under us. Oh, we got some guys coming over here. I like this angle a lot. Let's go and check back here. Actually, let's scan our pulse.
Boost about about to activate.
Okay, we got one guy leaving their spawn. We got the other 3 all the way over there. Okay. They run in this alley. Oh, and we got the boost spawn on us. That's a little unfair. Alright, we got this guy again.
Allies are acquiring the boost.
Oh, and we get damage amp. Oh, yeah, this guy's gone. Alright, he's pulse now. Look at that, 400k. That is with the damage amp, but like still, dude. Just made him waste that plate. And we got his buddies coming around here. Come on. Wait, now it says my companion's proc, even though I don't have my drone. I mean, this guy's close to me, but like still. Alright, there we go. Now it's working properly. Let's see, will my companion proc when I put my drone up? Oh, he's spooked. There we go, now it's working, so maybe it's just a visual bug. Wow, this guy is so scared of me. I mean, he's got every right to be. 308, like, look, that is without, like, with the damage amp. A headshot will deal 400k with the Kingbreaker with this build. I'm telling you, it's absolutely insane. I actually want to bum rush this guy so bad. I think I'm just gonna do it. Oh, he's running a Ridgeway. Okay. Oh, it wasn't letting me. Okay, that's a little interesting. My keyboard decided to stop working. It wasn't letting me sprint or get out my ADS. That's cool. Just made it look like a complete bot there.
An agent needs assistance.
Oof.
I've sent a specialization.
As I pulse them, oh, they're down here. Okay. Get the companion procced. Oh, I saw you. 2 of you now. Okay.
Rogue Mender Seeker Mine detected. Hostile Mender Seeker Mine detected.
Check the
Rogue
corners.
Fixer drone detected. Hostile Fixer drone detected.
The enemy is about to claim the supply drop.
Oh!
Specialization supply drop has been taken by the enemy.
That guy is real tanky, but we're absolutely destroying him. Just cracked his shield. Okay, got my kill confirmed there for that guy. Oh, he's running away. He's scared.
Rogue Seeker Mine detected.
Oh, he's really scared. He really ran away.
Hostile Seeker Mine detected.
He went under. They have specializations, though. Oh, okay. I see him all the way back there.
Detected. Hostile Explosive Seeker Mine detected. Agent down.
Oop, he got.
To the finish.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, guy there. I don't know if he's behind the car or not. Help us out, Scanner Pulse. Ooh, okay. There we go, 200k from range. That was unbreakable procs. He's down, okay.
Medical assistance needed.
I guess I was my only person on my team there.
Incapacitated.
Got caught a little off guard.
Agent.
But as you can see, you can melt people pretty easily, even with the Kingbreaker, which does shoot pretty slow. As we're hitting 200k to the body and 400k to the head, which is really nice. These guys really like playing far back. I guess we earn the respect.
An agent needs assistance. Rogue Fixer drone detected.
Why is my team pushing up? If they don't want to push up, we don't have to either.
Detected. Rogue Mender Seeker Mine detected.
We've
Hostile
earned their
Mender
respect.
Seeker
They're
Mine
scared of
detected.
us. We gotta keep that up.
Boost about to come online. Boost online.
Don't
The
you
boost is being
dare.
taken by allies.
Armor.
Boost
Alright,
has been
that's gonna
taken
help.
by allies.
As we've been getting absolutely melted by these guys. And look, they're playing far back again.
Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. Hostile explosive
seeker
seeker
mines that come
mine
from me?
detected.
No, it's not. Missed my shots on it too.
Rogue seeker mine detected. Hostile seeker mine detected.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Why are you guys taking so much damage, man? Seeker mine? Ooh, okay. Oh my! I got shot through cover? Yo, they're about to claim ground. Where's our team? Where's our team? Where's our team?
Down.
Where's the team? What are you guys doing? Keep the high ground, man. Okay, my team is really fucking bad. Okay.
Agent killed.
You
Well,
don't have many
expertise, not
reinforcements left.
horrible. He's running double campaign on Overlord backpack. What? I didn't notice. Is he running it like an M1A? Like, why is he running Overlord? I love when my teammate is so incompetent. They don't know how to like keep high ground or none of that. Completely lost. All right. Okay. He's using an M1A. Alright, maybe that I'm out of combat now, it'll regen my armor there. Cool.
I'm sending you a specialization supply drop.
Let's get a little flank going. I don't think he sees me. Got you. 300 K per bullet almost. Got you.
An agent needed assistance.
Almost got you. Thank you, teammate. Alright, let's go get that specialization crate.
Supply drop being claimed by friendly.
Nice.
Rogue Mender Seeker Mine detected. Hostile
Okay, he's
Mender
behind a
Seeker Mine
wall.
detected.
Thank God for linked laser pointers.
Explosive Seeker Mine detected. Hostile explosive Seeker Mine detected.
Couldn't really see because my teammate's name tag, but at least I downed him.
Hostile fixer drone.
Nah, there you go, buddy.
The
Got my kill confirmed, and you got the other guy. There we go.
Rogue Seeker Mine
That was their
detected.
mistake. Shouldn't have tried to res there.
Hostile Seeker Mine detected. Boost about to activate.
You're almost out of time.
Boost now active.
Okay,
There are
just wanted to get
no
that pulse on him.
reinforcements. Eliminate whoever's left.
Alright, my teammate's aggroing a little too much, buddy. I did not realize there was a wall there. Okay. Oh, and you're down. Melt him with a Lady Death. You know, for a Lady Death build, I'm not using it all that much. Plate up, plate up, plate up. Run back in there. Get that last guy.
Boost about to expire.
Got him. There we go. Save my teammate's life. As you can see, really high burst damage, overall really high DPS, decent survivability. My teammates were not all that really confident in their play style, and they did kind of need me to maneuver them around and kind of just cut off map control. So we ended up with 1245, which isn't the best. It's not the worst either though. Our other teammate This Bagrov guy did alright. Let's see. It's decent. Alright, there we go. 7 and 3 with 2 assists. And we got almost 32 million damage. I think that's pretty telling for how strong this build is. Especially with the fact that I had to do like a lot of the work for my team. And kind of just coordinate them around. But I think you'll see a lot of better play with this, especially in the dark zone. Overall, this is a really good build for a solo player, as you can kind of have the best of both worlds. You get your healer drone, you get like good map control and intel with the linked laser pointer, and especially with the scanner pulse if you choose to run it. And overall, this build is super strong. I had a lot of fun with it, even if my team necessarily wasn't doing the best. But overall, it's kind of just by your play style. I did enjoy this build a lot. I think you guys will too. And overall, that was it for the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. We're almost at 700 subscribers in just like what feels like a week after I hit 500. So the world's kind of going crazy for me right now. And I've been loving all the support you guys have been showing, leaving your thoughts. It's been real fun interacting with you guys giving your thoughts and opinions. I actually did see, I was planning on trying this out, that someone recommended the perfect focus with like the pristine example. I believe that's the chess piece for the strikers build, and actually did seem a lot of fun. I do have one ready. It does have headshot damage, and I think it has crit chance on it. But overall, I'm gonna use it because I feel like it's a lot of fun. I'll probably make a video on that next. I know I've been putting off my Hasbro build, but since I don't have my shade level all the way max, I don't have that max Hasbro, and I don't want to overcompensate for Hasbro I don't need, obviously. So that one's probably gonna have to be put on the back burner. But other than that, once again, leave a like, subscribe, comment your thoughts down below. We're on the way to 1,000 subscribers. I can start making money off of ad revenue at that point, and overall, I can start pumping out videos more often. I've been loving the support you guys have been showing me, and overall, I can't thank you guys enough. As like I did not think obviously I could not get here without you guys. And when you guys like the video, you comment your thoughts. It really feels like I'm kind of doing my job right, kind of getting that content out to you guys, and making sure that people enjoy or learn stuff from it. So overall, I hope you guys do enjoy the build. I hope you guys like the video, and that you learned something from it. And overall, I will see you all in the next one. Later.